I know it's been a while. So hi, I'm Venus, and welcome to the galaxy. Now I know it's been what is it? 6 months. Oh boy. So yeah, it's been a while, a long while. I've had a lot of art block and burnout, so I've kind of been, not posting as much for 6 months. However, in honor of the new year, 2 months late, I know, I decided to make this video similar to the first long form video I did, where it was too many Mikus. I take a Pokemon I think looks interesting, turn them into what I think they would look like as Miku, and voila! A Mikumon Gajinka. Now that we've covered that, on to the video. First to be drawn is Sobble. Now when I started with Sobble, I had a very clear idea of what I wanted her to look like. I made Sobble's little head flap thin follicle thingy. I'm not sure what it's called, but I decided to make that the little pigtails Miku has, since it's an iconic feature of Miku's design. Since Sobble is a water type, I decided to, give our Sobble here some water-like features. So I gave her a water suit and water shoes, so that way it maybe looks like she always goes diving or is going to swim practice. I don't know much about Pokemon, but I do know that Sobble is part of a three-tier evolution, and the Sobble that I'm basing it off of is by far the youngest. So I decided to make this Miku Kajinka look quite young in comparison. I gave her little spots under her eyes to represent the spots that Sobble actually has in its design, and I gave her a little worried expression since oftentimes when I see Sobble in the references I was looking at, Sobble always seems to be nervous or worried. Since it was such a simple design and I had such a clear idea of what I wanted it to look like, it was just choosing the colors at that point. So I made the suit a dark blue with light blue highlights. The inside of the hair is supposed to be yellow, with the outside being a light blue, like the Sobble's little head fin flap follicle thing. Like the original design. I gave our Sobble Gajinka a little bit more tanned skin than normal Miku has, because I figured if they're out in the sun a lot, then that's generally going to happen. And the rest was quite simple. I gave Sobble little lifesaver like socks. You could say they're like little footy floaties, but I just thought it would be a cute addition to emphasize that water aspect type even more. And that's the finished Miku Sobble Kajinka. Sobble tends to worry too much, and is constantly seeking safety under the wings of her two older sister-like peers. She loves to swim, and any body of water she comes across is instantly another pool to her. She loves her two older adopted sisters more than anything else in the world, and wants to be just like them when she grows up. Although her worried and scared personality constantly gets in the way of her trying new things, she's actually very open to new opportunities and experiences. Now that that's over, it's time for one of her older sisters, Quackquaval. Quackquaval's design was the hardest to come up with. I had a general idea of what her personality was, which made the pose easy. However, the design itself was a rock and a hard place. At first I was thinking, what if I did something along the lines of a ballerina, with a leotard and the ribbons that Quackquaval has on its actual design? But that didn't quite work out. However, I decided that maybe instead of a ballerina, I would go for more of the flamenco dancer but the skirt is made into pants kind of outfit. Now that I look back on it, I wish that I had made the pants actually have ruffles rather than just making a pattern on a pair of bell-bottom pants. Alas, it's too late to go back now. We can only look forward. I'm still quite happy with how the end product looks though. I gave the shirt the same pattern that Quackquaval has on its chest in the actual designs, and tried to color the shoes to look like Quackquaval's feet. A little weird, no, but it kind of worked out. I made the hair a dark blue with a red undercut and a little aqua strip of hair like Quackquaval has on its head. The main problem that I had with Quackquaval, other than the pants, were the pigtails. Miku's most iconic trait, other than the unforgettable shade of green, blue, turquoise, whatever color her hair is, other than that, it's her pigtails. But I didn't know how to incorporate that with Quackquaval's design because I already liked it with the short hair. So the thought of, giving them ribbons as their pigtails did cross my mind. However, in the sketch, if you can see it in the speed paint, I went against it because I thought it didn't look good at the time. So I just gave her like really long red pigtails, and then a few days later went back to that and changed it to the little ribbons that she has because I found that that was definitely the best option, and I'm happy with it that I went with it. Quackfaval is a very eccentric person. Her dance is how she gets out energy and expresses herself. She adores her little sister Sobble, and oftentimes lets Sobble help her choreograph her dances. On the flip side, Quackfaval often finds herself comforting Sobble during the disturbing sight of her large hair ribbon being sat in a dark room, and Sobble, being worried as ever, assuming it's a monster, runs to her older sisters to find comfort. Now that Quackfaval's design is finished, it's time for our last character, Primarina. I don't know if you've caught on yet, but all the Mikumons that I've drawn have been based off of water-type Pokemons. So similarly to Sobble, I didn't have a very hard time knowing what I wanted for Primarina. And unlike Quackfaval, Primarina already has turquoise hair that can be easily turned into pigtails. Her design was quite simple, a crop top with a skirt that ruffles into what looks like seafoam, along with a bunch of coral scattered about and some pearls. The headpiece that Miku Primarina is wearing was originally located on Pokemon Primarina's waistline. I thought it would make a good tiara, so that's why I put it where I did. I placed Primarina's hair into the iconic pigtails that Miku has, with pearls lining them. Along with the pearls, I put some transparent hair coverings at the base of the pigtails that look similar to the ruffles on the skirt. I thought that this would really put home the idea that Primarina is from the ocean. And that concludes our Primarina design. Primarina is a singer with a profound sea theme. She can oftentimes be found singing for local concerts, but she's quite popular outside her hometown. Primarina sees the world as her oyster, and she's the pearl. Primarina loves to dress up, and some people wonder if she dresses that way to keep up appearances, or if she truly dresses like that on the daily. However, when she's not singing to her adoring fans, Primarina can be found casually singing songs with Sobble as they make treats in the kitchen, or singing songs that Quackfaval can choreograph to for her next concert. And that is all for this Mikumon Gajinka video. I thank you for staying this long, and I hope you enjoyed it. I want to make another, sparkling matter, name impending, lore slash power system video for my next speed paint, while designing some side characters, so if you have any suggestions on character designs or themes, leave them in the comments. I hope you liked the galaxy, and I'll see you next time. Bye! Okay, now it's actually goodbye. Figured you want to see those. Bye!